with Phil stumping drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill, he promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as chat's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His support is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. We're ticked off across the board, we charge the war because the score can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it treat, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machineers. Norton, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if true fanners chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Claw's cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Pre-stream's nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for today, Thursday the 26th of June 2025. I do hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're enjoying your day and your week so far. Today is going to be an exciting day for Phil because he's playing a brand new game which has been out for several days. So he's hoping to capitalise on that day 1 hype, which is technically day 3. But yeah, there you go. Death Stranding 2 is on the cards for Phil today, and he's not planning a long podcast. I know it's not a podcast, you know, before Navy fucking gets fucking mental and yells it's not a podcast, I know, but he's not planning a normal scheduled podcast. He's just going to like talk apparently for like 20 minutes or so, and then he's going to begin gameplay to try and capitalise on there being a brand new game and all that jazz. So today's bingo is going to be a 3x3 bingo card, okay, because I mean it's going to be a short show probably. But some things to go through, of course. Also, we got to talk about yesterday and what happened yesterday with Phil Burnell. Phil's day stream turned into a disaster because he actually completed the game. So what was he playing? Onimusha 2? Yesterday he was playing that. He was upset that nobody told him that the game was... he only had 30 minutes left of the game. So because of this, Phil was finished his scheduled game within like 30 minutes of beginning recording for gameplay. And so Phil had a whole lot of time to kill to fill up his day stream because he didn't need the entire scheduled time, and he was upset at his audience for not telling him that he was almost done. So Phil decided to then turn it into an impromptu Capcom versus Marvel, SNK fight game stream. So because of that, you had people like, so Secret Limited has a clip here on Twitter saying, I didn't have to face him on CVS2 and he is still raging at me. Sometimes silence is golden. I've not seen this obviously, but I want to see why was Secret compelled to message this.
All right. You must crush them. This person has a secret. What do you think it is?
Oh, their name is Secret. I see. Wow, riveting content, Phil. Riveting gameplay. Way to entertain your audience, Phil. No wonder you got 50 odd dollars for the entire day stream.
I know what their secret is. They're an asshole.
Jesus Christ, man. Well, there we go. So Secret wanted to share that. So that was part of Phil's day stream. Oh, also, shitpost. So the popular shitpost account, who has recently had a lot of fun in mocking Phil playing games badly, they have a new compilation out. Game journalist tries solving a puzzle in Onimusha 2 without the help of yellow paint. So yeah, they're back at it again. And as you can see, almost 10,000 likes already, so 8.4k likes. You know, so quite a lot of attention on it already. 780,000 views. Oh god, it's been sped up as well. It's been sped up. Oh god.
Did what I did. I'm so stupid. I completely undid it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how he's so bad at those puzzles.
Oh, you do it from here? You just have to do this from the top floor.
I've not seen him do this one yet.
Got it. It's harder to figure out in this one. It's harder to see. It's the same puzzle, but it looks different. Let's try to do the blue first.
God, he's so...
What?
Oh god, he completed it without even realising he completed it. Holy shit. That was locked. The game felt sorry for him. The game actually took pity on him.
Whoa, a bunch of balls.
Oh, it's different games.
That's a lot of balls. What are we doing with these balls?
It's combined all different games.
Are we putting all the balls in here or something?
Now it's Zelda.
Once again, I'm just supposed to magically know what we're doing, even though the game has absolutely no explanation for anything. Is there even a point to this, like, besides me? Right? I don't know. Huh?
Jesus.
What? Flip that one, you sons of bitches. Wow, that was a really ingeniously thought out puzzle, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did clip it. So, you know what, this is what I'm saying. This is... Phil has a go at, like, game developers and all that shit, and also for people on the internet for fucking having a go at how... It just illustrates his lack of imagination. Like, Phil... I've been seeing it for the longest time, and it's clear as day when you watch him play Minecraft as well. Minecraft is a game which encourages imagination to thrive. If you can build it, you can fucking have a go at building it, whatever, you know. It lets you, oh, I want to do this sort of thing. I want to try and build this sort of thing, make this thing look like this or whatever, or create some sort of mad machine. It encourages incredible creativity within you, you know what I mean? But he doesn't see it that way because he lacks an imagination. That has been that is the one big detriment for him, you know what I mean? That's the one thing that holds him back because he lacks the creative thought process to fucking enjoy games like that are made to be enjoyed this way. And that Zelda game obviously fucking also encouraged that sort of thing as well, because you could build all sorts of different things and contraptions and machinery and whatever to try and solve these puzzles, and Phil's like, I'm just going to fucking merge every ball together. Anyway, clip here from Dragoners now on Twitter. He's still using Bandicam, by the way. DSP, I have a ton of work before tomorrow's stream, so I can't stay late, so give me your money now. Another edited out begging segment. I'll go, let's hear how bad it was.
Alright guys.
This is a night stream.
I'm gonna go get another White Claw, and we're gonna stream for another hour. We're at $50. Now guys, earlier today, sadly the stream didn't go well. It's no one's fault. Not your fault, not my fault. The game ended in 20 minutes, and then I had to do an impromptu stream of fighting games. People did support it, but didn't know it was happening. So we didn't hit the goal at all earlier. We only raised like $60. Tonight, I really need to hit this goal if we're going to stay on pace so we can tries it next week on Monday when this new Grillo's Pickle menu comes out at Sonic. We want to do it on the day it comes out. When it's
Who cares?
All right? So let's hit the goal tonight. Again, I said this earlier. If there's anyone out there who's like, oh, I'll support at the end. Please don't. Please support now.
Jesus Christ.
Hit this goal, because last time someone supported late and I almost didn't even count it because I didn't even know it was coming. It came after the stream was offline. Tonight, I cannot stay late. Tonight, I have to get out of here on time because I have to set up for Death Stranding 2 tomorrow.
Phil, nobody forces you to stay late. You decide yourself. You fucking want to go longer because you think, oh, I need to keep going until I've hit the goal. No one's telling you to stay longer.
Downloading the game, getting art for the stream and setting up all the new stuff, the playlist and everything, it's a pain. It's extra work, so I can't stick around late on this one.
Phil is complaining about the usual sort of fucking work that a content creator does. Like he's literally sitting there on a stream complaining to the audience that the work he does as a content creator is a pain and a burden. Every content creator has to do the exact same sort of work. They have to fucking make sure that a game they fucking have, ready to fucking play for our audience, is installed and set up, properly, so when it's showtime, it runs smoothly and flawlessly. That is part of what being a content creator is, Phil. Oh my jeez, like he is bitching and whining about doing his job. That's his job, and he's complaining about it.
All right. So if you're here and you're going to contribute, please contribute to the stream.
No.
All right. I'm just going to run and get another White Claw, and I'll be right back.
Fucking disgusting. It's absolutely fucking disgusting, man. So yeah, Phil today is going to be like this, you know? I've seen this from like in an auto place as well. This is good, like, you know. Now, guys, we had a very slow stream yesterday, and it'd be great to get back on track today so we can get whatever fast food I've decided to get on Monday. It's cute as all hell. How could you say no to that? You give that otter everything within your possession, you know, every worldly possession you own, you give it that otter just to fucking make it happy. How can you fucking say no to that wee cute wee face? Anyway. Is the bad man awake yet? The bad man is not awake yet. There is no sign of the bad man whatsoever. Yeah, look at his stream though. His stream's popping off. Ian S, a known whale for Blueprints, is in the chat for Phil today again. Will he be whaling for Death Stranding 2? Is Ian S going to look at this game as a game for him to potentially whale next after Blueprints is coming to an end? It looks like. We'll have to wait and see what Ian S shall do and what actions he will take. That he says, but he has to stay longer. That was a 10-year plan. But he has to get money now, as it can't stay. And he needs to pay for feed. 8 months master plan. Take that, casino. There you go. Chris Dax is wondering if he's going to wear the black begging shirt today. Might fucking well do. He might well do. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. There's a couple of videos on YouTube to watch. Also, Snort Burnell has a compilation from yesterday's antics. But before that, Rebsy has a compilation as well. DSP wishes unalivement on everyone. 2-minute long compilation. Let's see what Rebsy's got in store for us all.
It's funny. I wonder what Phil would do if YouTube demonetized him. Why would YouTube demonetize me? I literally do nothing risque, nothing of any fervor, or you know what I mean? The people who make fun of me are the most idiotic, mouth-drooling, boring people on the planet. I don't do anything even worth making fun of. I just chill and play games and hang out with an audience, you know, normally. I don't do anything that would ever get demonetized. I don't talk politics. I don't talk religion. I don't talk racial stuff. I don't swear at the top of my lungs at people. I don't get into fights with people and insult people personally. Like, none of the things that would ever get you demonetized have I ever done. No, I didn't tell chat to kill themselves, but I will tell you to get fucked. That literally never happened, but go ahead and keep making shit up. Go ahead. Go fucking jump off a cliff. Saying that I'm making it up and stuff. Go fuck yourselves. I don't care about you. I really just hope that you fucking find something better to do with your lives, because I just don't give a fuck anymore about stupid people. Like, you can go, seriously, jump off a fucking cliff. If you don't exist right now, if you were finger snapped out of existence, things would be better. Think about that. If you go away, the world's a better place. I want you to think about that. Anyone on this planet, if you disappeared today, no one would care.
A couple of months ago, I did leave a comment, and it was when you brought up Toby Games and you started the King of Hate vlogs. I timestamped it and I said, quote, 417 is beyond ironic. Pretty sure I saw this guy give Toby Turner shit for doing the same thing. You told me to go die, Phil! What's up with that?
I hate worthless humans. If you worked on this part of the game, you're a worthless human. Go kill yourself. Go fucking kill yourself. And make sure you do it in a way that doesn't hurt anyone else. It's like jump off a fucking bridge or something. Go die in a fucking fire.
Jesus Christ, how many examples do you want? How many examples do you need of Phil being supremely toxic? You know, he's never said anything on YouTube though to get, you know, get struck down by YouTube. You know, he's never told anyone to do horrible things, whatever. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, a good little compilation there by Rebsy. Link to it in the chat if you guys want to check it out for yourselves at some point for future reference. There you go. Good stuff indeed. Anyway, is the bad man awake yet? The bad man is... Oh, he's awake. He's awake. So what's he saying? What's he ranting about? No, hold on. He's ranting in his chat about something. What's he saying? So he didn't actually say anything. The first thing he says is this: it's a complete coincidence that I'm doing a chill stream on Steam tonight, and it's the launch of the summer sale. Perfect timing to get DLCs for Truck Sim and more, I'm sure. That's Phil's immediate thought. More Truck Sim content. Wow, that'll bring butts to seats, Phil. God almighty. Fucking hell, man. Anyway. Let's watch this compilation from last night, shall we? Obviously, this is I think basically Snort Burnell has summed up yesterday's entirety in one video.
hilarious part about all this is, of course, idiots on the internet complaining, saying, Phil didn't actually beat Lies of P. He rage quit, he this and that. All right, I'm just going to explain something to you. All right? I have legitimately beat Melania multiple times. I legitimately beat Radon. I legitimately beat everything in Elden Ring. I didn't do the clone summon, what is it, the tier summon or whatever it's called? I forget what it's called. Everyone else did that. I didn't do that. I went through all of these FromSoft games legit without summon assisting. I know I can do it if I felt like it, but here's the truth of it. I don't get anything for it. All right? I don't get a ginormous feeling of self-accomplishment saying, I beat this game without summons. It's never...
So using this sort of logic, why doesn't Phil just like enable every single cheat possible in games? Like, you know what? Why does he just fucking enable invincibility cheats or whatever? And just fucking, just whatever, you know what I mean? Like, why not just turn it on easy mode then? Like, with his logic, then what is stopping him from putting it onto easy modes and just steamrolling any game?
Never happened, all right? And the few times that I have actually performed above the average when it comes to these games, nobody cares. I'll give you an example. Sekiro. At first, Sekiro was very rough and it beat my ass. By the end of the game, I mastered the parry system. I beat the final boss in 3 tries. It only took me 15 minutes. It took everyone else 15 hours. Everyone complained the final boss of Sekiro was one of the most insanely difficult things ever. I just kicked his ass. I literally embarrassed the final boss. I bullied him. I bullied the final boss and kept breaking him.
I'm not pressing the boss button again. I'll load that when he's live.
With the special move, or the special item, and it was hilarious. People were laughing, like, what the fuck just happened? How did Phil do that? It's like an opposite day, right? Now, did anyone care when that happened? Was I showered with praise? Did everyone say, wow, Darkside Phil is great, give this guy some credit? Did someone come and drop thousands of dollars on my stream? No, no one cared.
The god just took me $1 and says, here's $1 because you...
Hey, actually, hold on. Can we not actually fact check this? Because actually we have the tip tracker here. And we have like a game analysis thread. So what game was it said? Sekiro? Oh, it's not on here. Was that after the tips tracker? Ah, balls, it may have been after. So it was after 2021. Because I think that's when it stopped getting updated. Ah, balls, come on. That was me hoping to kind of see where we could actually, you know, see for ourselves. But yeah, I don't think it's on here. Yeah, it's not on here. Balls. I thought that was a good idea. Balls. It's not that far back then. Okay, never mind. It was an idea, but yeah, it's... oh, Phil's ranting and raving some more. I spent 100k. Kojima-san hand-delivered to my home. What the fuck's he saying? Wait, what's he fucking saying in his chat now? Hold on. Someone asked him, so JRW has asked him, how did you pay this game? $60 or $200? And Phil responded, I spent 100k. Kojima-san hand-delivered it to my home. And then Yusagi Jojo asks Phil, you know, will you return to Elder Scrolls Night Rain at some point now that Lies of P is over? Phil says, unlikely. Nobody even talks about Night Rain anymore. It was a flash-in-the-pan game. It was a flash-in-the-pan exactly as I thought it would be. So it's very important for Phil to illustrate that he was right and everyone else was wrong about the Lies of P DLC. You know, it's very important for Phil to flex that point, you know what I mean, and make sure everyone's aware that he was right and everyone else was wrong.
Still think that money is the end-all and be-all when it comes to life. You'll find out the hard way.
No one cared at all. It doesn't matter. You understand? It doesn't. There's no...
Oh, so if Sekiro was 2018, it kind of predates when Piece of Piece was tracking us in. Like, Piece of Piece was tracking us from a very certain time frame, from like 2020. Basically, if it's before 2021, there's nothing there for it. No data for it, you know? Like, that's like, yeah. So there'll be nothing showing. Like, you can see the dates here, started not, you know, the started date. There was nothing though before 2021. As you can see, look at all these dates. So yeah, that's when the tracker started. So yeah, if it predates it, then there won't be any data for it. But that's it. I love the tips tracker though. As I said, the tips tracker is one of the most viable tools for any trying it out there, especially when I talk about historical DSP. It's such a valuable resource. But there we go. Let's crack on with this robust not banal compilation.
Big reward. No one's gonna come to my house and hand me a trophy and a title belt. No one's gonna make, wow, the Darkside Phil is so amazing. Let's praise this guy and come and get, no one gives a shit. So if I spent another stream and another stream and I legit beat the final boss of Lies of P Overture without summoning, no one would care. So that's why I said fuck this and I did the summon and I said we're done with it. So if you have a problem with that, I don't know what else to say, but do it yourself. If you have a problem with someone beating a game in a certain way, when the mechanic is there, then buy the game and beat it yourself. Simple enough. I'm not going to sit here and listen to idiots who are going to scream, because the truth is, if I took my time and I did another stream of this game, everyone would complain, Phil did it the wrong way, this is boring, why is he still playing this? He should have just summoned. So then I summon, oh, why'd he summon? He cheated. No, I don't care. Literally, your opinion is irrelevant. I'm good with the way I beat it. We did a great stream where we did the epilogue content. All done. Moving on. Tough titties. Okay.
Wow, they didn't get their balls down yet. What the hell? I have no balls. Still to this day, people make excuses. Someone in the kick chat just said, Sword Saint Ishin's AI shit the bed. He let Phil beat him with the hatchet. That would never happen again. They're still making excuses to this day that I beat Sekiro so easily.
Now, let's get some support rolling. We've got our first super chats. We got a $1 tip. Let's get our first membership of the day on YouTube. Let's get our first sub or subs on Kick. And let's beat these records. $2 for a super chat and a $1 tip. We can do better than that. Let's get some momentum rolling here today.
Nope.
So that we can hit our goals and we can do the Grillo's Pickle menu from Sonic on Monday. Let's do it. And they won't forget my Grillo's Pickles at Sonic, I bet. I bet they'll remember those. There'll be loads of pickles. Delicious pickles.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God! Insane Hail Mary luck. You got insane Hail Mary luck right there.
Please support it. I know we're probably not going to hit a goal today because of this insane impromptu swapping, but it would be great if I could get some more support for this stream. Thank you in advance to anyone who does.
Please willingly pay me. Please crowdfund me. That's not e-begging. That's not begging at all. Putting out a product and then asking for crowdfunding to continue putting out said free product is not begging whatsoever. Guys, we got about a half an hour left on stream. Can we get any more support?
No, you can't, you begging wee bastard. Let's keep an eye on Phil's channel to make sure it doesn't go live, because remember, because Phil is not doing a proper podcast today, there is no intro to go with it. It's just basically going to be him turning the camera on and start talking straight away. So that's why I'm keeping an eye on Phil's live stream to see if it just kind of goes live all of a sudden or not. But there we go. Jesus. But yeah, I just love how, like, the excuses, like, Phil has been using the same sort of excuses for, over a decade. It's not begging, it's a business practice, whatever all streamers are asking for. Fuck off.
I know this was an impromptu stream, but it would be great to get any more support if we could.
I can't block again.
That's probably the true reason why Phil goes back to his old games. Obviously, it's an ego boost for him, because obviously it's a game that, like, newer generations of gamer will not really care about these older games. And like, why should they? Like, if a more modern fighting game is available for them, and it's just what they're used to, why would they go back to an older game which doesn't have a lot of popularity, which doesn't have a lot of, like, players playing the game and all that shit? This is just, these nights are purely for Phil to have an ego boost, to feel like he's a fucking good gamer. There is no other real incentive for Phil to do this shit other than just to fucking stroke his own ego.
What are you getting a throw for? And it said KO. I can't block. Literally, the guy's a fucking online cheater. His connection sucks, and he literally gets away with these frame trap bullshit online, so he can go fuck himself. Rock Kiss, you're a terrible, awful fucking CVS 2 player. Every hit you get is because you have a bad connection, and you know it. Like, you literally get away with nonsense. So that is it for the impromptu CVS stream. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. There will be more regularly scheduled CVS 2 on this Friday for Friday Night Fights. Folks, tonight is a chill stream, and this one will not be an impromptu cancellation or rescheduling. Tonight on the late stream, it will be Taxi Life, car driving sim, all right? By the way, DSP is to go did another $10 super chat. Says, love the old school fighting games. Great stream today. Thank you. And again, I know.
Oh, so you never counted that. So he only got $64. But he just couldn't be asked to update the fucking leaderboard.
Today, this stream was bizarre because it wasn't intended. I never planned to do CVS 2, but we beat Onimusha 2 so quickly. I'm shocked.
Look how shiny his fucking forehead is. Was he like, he was hard sweating playing that game. Like, I was like, oh, I can't lose. I can't lose. This is my game. This is the one game I'm good at. So, you know, I'm semi-decent at, you know. I need to fucking make sure I sweat super hard here to go into the win so people can be impressed with my gaming abilities in this ancient fucking game.
No one told me we were that close to the end of Onimusha 2. I had no idea that all we had was the boss fight. You know?
No one told him. Someone's apparently meant to tell him. Why? Like, it's entirely Phil's fault that he wasn't prepared. Look, Phil's going live apparently. Oh fuck, there we go. Well, there's a black begging shirt. Wait, he had an intro after all. Wait, did he fucking press intro by mistake or something? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. We'll leave it here on pause, okay? Fuck it. You know, and we'll enjoy the rest of the Snort Bunnell compilation. Make sure we're on 1.5 as well. Good stuff indeed. Make sure I unmute, as I forget sometimes. But yeah, we'll just enjoy the rest of this compilation from Phil.
I really thought that it was going to be like at least an hour of gameplay, then the boss. So maybe we have a little bit of Q&A at the end. But I'm glad that you guys still enjoyed. Sorry that it was a weird one.
Money, money, money. Where's the money? One of the lowest support days I've had in ages. Please, let's hit the goal tonight. All right, I only made like $50 earlier today, and it sucks because we were at momentum. The whole first 3 days of this week, I hit a goal every night. Every single stream, we hit a goal. And it sucks that I have one stream now that's floundered because the game finished in 20 minutes.
It's just so fucking pathetic watching them say this shit every fucking day. One slow stream and it's a fucking emergency, it's a fucking crisis situation. Like all Velcro wallets on standby.
All right, so let's instead rally tonight. Let's get some support.
So you can stuff your fucking wee picky face full of fucking fast food as quick as fucking possible. Get the fuck out of here, you grey bastard. You know, I can't wait for July. You wanna know why? I might turn into a begging bastard in July because the way it's lined up, because any support I get in July from you guys on YouTube means I will get paid obviously in August. But when I get paid by YouTube in August, I will be in the Canary Islands on holiday. So the way I see it, the support I get in July is drinking money for when I'm on holiday. That's literally the way I'm seeing it, you know what I mean? I'm just, any money I get, you know, obviously from, just because YouTube takes like a fucking month to kind of pay out and process what happens the previous month, but the way I see it is like fucking, July's bingo land is essentially a way to fucking, you know, buy me fucking, get me absolutely rat-arsed on holiday at the end of August. Oh hell, so yeah, I might do a DSP and just like beg for contributions so I can try different fucking drinks. I don't know, probably not.
All right, cool. Phil constantly begs for money on his streams. Well, guess what? False.
Oh, I like this.
Shut up, bitch!
We got a drop. Oh, already hit someone. No one saw that, right? That didn't happen.
How did you not see it? Like, you turned the corner, like you can see the car there in front of you. Like, you know, hold on. Like, Phil is apparently paying attention. He's following, so Phil is too busy following someone else to realise there's an oncoming car right fucking there. But he's too busy playing follow the leader. Just keeps going round, doesn't stop, doesn't look, doesn't check, and
we got a drop. Oh, already hit someone.
Shit.
No one saw that, right? That didn't happen. I don't understand because I had a green light and I'm turning and someone turned in front of me and hit me. Anyway. Barcelona. Oh. Oh. What? What happened? I wasn't doing anything. I literally wasn't doing anything, and it's.
I mean, hold on a second.
Barcelona. Oh. Oh. What? What happened?
Kind of obvious to me, yeah. As it says, Phil forgot to fucking put the brake on. The car started running. You weren't braked or anything, and you were too busy enjoying the radio and distracted by the radio, and you killed somebody.
I wasn't doing anything. I literally wasn't doing anything, and it says my car hit a pedestrian. What, did a pedestrian walk into my car as I was sitting here? And they...
That would be the fucking thing Phil says if he fucking, well, if he commits vehicular, you know, homicide or whatever, he would fucking defend himself by saying that pedestrian came out of nowhere and threw himself in front of me. Like fucking, you know, remember, you know, as a fucking ancient reference, remember fucking when Monty Burns, you know, and the Simpsons fucking ran over Bart Simpson in a skateboard. And Mr. Burns' version of fucking events was that, you know, Bart kept, you know, skateboarding in front of him and they couldn't avoid him no matter how hard he tried. But I was like, nah, fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. No one believes that shit. It's only €100 fine though, Phil. You crushed that person, but it was only €100 fine.
They charge me? Fuck you. That's bullshit. I lost $100. I didn't even do anything. And apparently I lost the fare. Like, I don't have the fare anymore. Yeah. I lost the fare. That's complete nonsense. I'm very upset. Because they just cost me money and I didn't do nothing wrong. What's going on? How do I undo this? Cancel.
Guys, seriously right now, get me to halfway to the goal.
Seriously, guys. Guys, seriously. Real talk. I want your fucking money. Seriously, for reals.
By the end of this next fair. It's a medium length fair. Get me to the end of the next, or the halfway to the goal by this fair. Okay, let's do it. Please, let's support the stream. Greed is a very powerful thing, my friends. You gotta be very careful because then they're dancing the line between meaningful content that you can trust and someone who's always just out to make a buck. And then why are you supporting them? You know, I hate to say it, it's just sad when you see someone go down that path. And a lot of people have done that over the years.
So we didn't hit the goal at all earlier. We only raised like $60. Tonight, I really need to hit this goal if we're going to stay on pace so we can do DSP Tries It next week on Monday when this new Grillo's Pickle menu comes out at Sonic. We want to do it on the day it comes out when it's pertinent. All right? So let's hit the goal tonight. Again, I said this earlier. If there's
He cares more about eating fast food on the day it comes out than he does about playing a brand new game the day it came out 2 days ago. Remember, Death Stranding 2 came out 2 days ago for people to play and share that content with online, but he refused to spend the extra money on it. However, he is more passionate about the day one views for fast food.
anyone out there is like, oh, I'll support at the end, please don't. Please support now so we can hit this goal, because last time someone supported late and I almost didn't even count it because I didn't even know it was coming. It came after the stream was offline. Tonight, I cannot stay late. Tonight,
I almost didn't count it. I fucking right. I almost didn't count it. Get the fuck out of here.
I have to get out of here on time because I have to set up for Death Stranding 2 tomorrow. Downloading the game, getting art for the stream, and setting up all the new stuff, the playlist and everything. It's a pain. It's extra work, so I can't stick around late on this one. All right. So if you're here and you're going to contribute, please contribute to the stream. All right. I'm just going to run and get another White Claw, and I'll be right back.
What do I think helped improve my drinking? Gee, let's see. A million things. Actually wanting to not be passed out drunk and actually being able to wake up in the morning and enjoy life. Like, you see, a lot, I told you guys, I had depression for a long time. And, since I've been with Kat, it's been like, total change of lifestyle. Plus, also...
What did she fucking do to get rid of her fucking depression? Did she fucking eat it or something, Phil?
So, you guys know I have a problem with an acid imbalance of uric acid in my body called gout, and drinking a ton can exacerbate that. Lance Catamaran has go. Lance Catamaran just gifted 10 subs here tonight. Thank you to Lance for 10 subs.
Just like that, an extra $50 Phil's coffers.
I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that?
Yeah. You gotta get that fare, gotta make that money, cash money. What is the money? It's euros, right, in Barcelona? Oh no! Oh, what?
Are you a functional retard? I have to ask.
I guess I must have clipped it. Dang, because that wasn't head on or nothing. That sucked. Well, so much for getting a good fare on this one. I'm not getting a good fare on this drive. Well, luckily for that guy. We're up, I'm going the wrong way. If I could just go reverse the whole way. Oh yeah, hold on, watch this.
Do you even have a driver's license?
What are you talking about? What? We're going the right way. We're going the right way. How dare you complain? We were going the right direction, it's your fault. Well, now we gotta go the other way. Now we're going the wrong way down the street, and it's your fault because you complain.
We should report you to the authorities.
Ah! I can't get off the road. Look, the road is I can't turn around. There's nowhere you can turn your car around. It's all, look at this. There's literally nowhere I can turn around.
Lol.
The music ended perfectly. The music ended absolutely perfectly.
Fuck you. You suck. However, in real life, I did receive a tip. I received a $12 tip
No, you didn't.
from Tip.
No, you didn't.
It just says tip. So
No, it doesn't.
thank you, whoever did this $12 tip. Had a great time. I hope that you did too. Tomorrow, there is no podcast. It's just Death Stranding 2. So come and hang out with me for like 20 minutes around 11:30, and then starting at noon Pacific time, 4 hours of Death Stranding 2 premiere gameplay tomorrow. We'll see if the game really is improved. We'll see how it works on PS5 Pro, if it's gorgeous or not, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, remember tomorrow night, we're going to have a late night chill stream where we're going to jump into Steam and look at a few indie games or whatever, maybe pick one or two to test and see if they're any good.
過酷な運命を背負って極道の抗争に巻き込まれていた。
Old bastard! Old bastard!
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it.
Not as much as I fucking love it. I love that fucking outro so much. Yeah, very fucking good stuff indeed. It is time to get sorted for bingo now. Good stuff indeed. And also to play bingo, and you're going to generate a bingo card. Smaller card, I remember, 3x3 card, since Phil is not doing a proper length, podcast or whatever. So, yeah, the third number in chat I see. The third number in chat I see will be the number used for today's bingo card. So whoever is third. Who shall be third? And technically first. Well, Mr. Pika Fan was first, Sonic was second, and Brian was third with 56. So there we go indeed. So I'm going to type in 56 in here. Brian is the third number in chat I saw, and this is the bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following. We need Phil to scratch his stash, him saying idiot, and you know what I mean. Then him to bring up politics in some capacity, him saying DSP tries it, and friend.
Fuck you and your friends.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
And the final row is Phil saying essentially, him touching his ear, and finally him saying kick. So there we go. That is today's bingo card we have for today's show. Now, obviously, the aim of the game, as you guys will know by now, is to try and get a full house. In this case, a 9 by, all 9 squares filled out. And if we get all 9 squares filled out, it adds $10 to that bingo prize when you see below the bingo card. There's a variety of ways we can get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house today. For example, if Phil snorts, burps, or sips 10 times before he starts recording fresh, shitey gameplay, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds if Phil begs, that also gives us a free space. If we get 5 new or rejoining members to the bingo streams, that also gives us a free space. And finally, 50 likes gives us 1 free space. 75 likes gives us 2 free spaces. And 100 likes not only gives us free spaces, but you guys also get to enjoy the bubble animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on the bingo stream. Plus, if Phil says hi to Jade and Jade shows up, we get a free space for that as well. So there we go. Sonny's asking to have VLC player on my computer, my streaming computer. Well, I have a computer which does everything, streams, and yeah, this is it, one computer. Might fix a video files posted in Discord, the codecs. Alright, so the thing that Moki tried to send yesterday and it wouldn't play for me. I do have VLC, but it's but I use it sparingly, if that makes sense. Like, it's not my main media player. But I do have VLC though. So there you go. And Broside Phil, just in time, good stuff indeed. Well done, Broside Phil, you made it just in time. Excellent stuff. Now before I begin, Methbear sent me a thing. Methbear sent me a fun fact over Discord, which I'll read out for you because you guys might be interested in this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how true this is, but Methbear's fun facts are always quite amusing. So Methbear says, fun fact, the modern Edinburgh was founded on royal land in the 12th century under King David I's direction. The king made one of his first land grants to one Eden Mac Cormac. Eden was a bit of a weirdo though, and initially had a lot of strange rules for the place, like all inhabitants having to wear gloves on Sundays, and each house was required to have at least some blue, red and green paint on the exterior. The city had been unknowingly and unofficially named at some point when Eden's friends were invited to see the development settlement. They commonly reacted by saying Eden, brah, after seeing how strange it all was. So Eden ended up being called Edinburgh. If you believe that, you'll fucking believe anything. Thank you, Mayfair, for the interesting history lesson. I'm not quite sure if it's factually true or not. It's an interesting take on it for sure. Well, there you go. Jesus Christ. Oh, well. For God's sake. Rosie Phil's asking, do you have to pay per round when you roll those R's? You sound like an A10 warthog. Look, I am pretty adept at fucking rolling my R's. It comes with a fucking territory of being fucking Scottish, you know? It's a gift, it's a skill set, you know? I'm just really good at rolling my fucking R's. So there you fucking go. Oh, goodness me. I should do it for fucking brub button. I fucking forgot about that. Yeah, where's my fucking brub button? Bruh. There you go. I knew I had it somewhere. Oh hell. A little Navy vet for life. I said I can, and then they fucking tried to do it. And I can't do it. Navy thought they could. They thought they could, but you know, it's not easy to roll your R's, you know. But I just look. You want to fucking sound. Look, it's easy. Anyone can sound Scottish. Okay. I am gonna the easiest tip I can give anyone on the planet on trying to sound Scottish is just this. Do your best pirate impersonation. There you fucking go. You have successfully achieved the act of sounding a bit Scottish, because in my opinion, most pirates are sounding Scottish for some reason. So there you go. If you want to try and sound fucking Scottish, just fucking try and sound like a fucking pirate, and you'll fucking be closer to sounding like a Scot. So there you are. Anyway, also a couple more things to go through in terms of bingo, but I'm going to let Phil explain that.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, you need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing Marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy. Any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thanks, Phil, you bug-eyed piece of shit, for explaining that for everyone to understand. Obviously, as Phil alluded to there, you've got to make sure you have your comment on that community post. If you've not yet got it done, do it before the end of the month. Because when the end of the month comes, and we finish playing the last bingo month, we're going to have a marble race to determine who wins half that bingo prize fund. You know, so if you cannot find the community post, which is linked in the description of the live stream, then in chat, if you're live in the stream right now, type in !marbles and it'll provide you with a link to that community post. So there you go. There's all these ways to try to find the community post. If you can't find it in the description, then just type in !marbles in the chat, and there you go. Now, of course, as I said, that bingo prize fund made out of different things. For example, every time I win bingo and we get a full house, we add $10 to that bingo prize fund. On top of that, every Friday we try and complete 3 very challenging marble courses, and for every course it completes, it also adds $10 per completed course to that bingo prize fund. Tomorrow we're playing bingo after bingo. We're playing marbles after bingo tomorrow, for example, because every Friday we do it. Just for a wee change of pace, you know, it's a fun way to end Fridays, you know. As well as that, of course, a quarter of the income I make on YouTube every single month goes towards that bingo prize fund too. So the more support I get on YouTube side, the bigger that bingo prize fund grows. And of course, finally, tips. 100% of tips I get, no matter how big or small that tip is, goes towards that bingo prize fund as well. And that is how the bingo prize fund is made up. So there we go. I think I've covered all the bases. And the only thing left for me to do here is just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
I mean, it's terrible. All this hands are all over the place. You're like a sweaty octopus trying to unhook a bra.
We had that the other day. That's arm flail. Let's try one more.
I mean, it's terrible.
No.
It's the fucking Shawshank Redemption, right? But with more tunneling through shit and no fucking redemption.
I guess we're just fucking hard stuck on Peter Capaldi today, I guess.
Is there nothing on the internet that I won't masturbate to?
And a wee bit of Frankie Will just to fucking finish things off. Okay, guys, good luck, everyone. Prepare yourselves for a shorter bingo because Phil's not going to stick around for a long time, apparently. Here we fucking go. Unless Phil is not muted. Is he unmuted?
Hey, everyone.
Yes,
hello, how
sorry.
are you? Sorry for the jump scare. I was dying to do that. I was dying to give you guys a nice jump scare. I bet some of you just jumped out of your seats right now. How is everyone today? Good morning and welcome to the premiere of Death Stranding 2 here on DSP Gaming. How is everyone this morning? Let's see who's here. Let's see if that jumped you out of your underwear. Good afternoon, Adam. He says good afternoon, Phil. Almost afternoon here. Not yet, still morning here, but almost.
And that's how late you were, Phil. You're so late it was almost fucking not morning anymore.
How's everyone feeling today about Death Stranding 2? 4 hours of Death Stranding 2 here on deck. You pooped your pants? I'm sorry to hear that, okay? Go change them. You don't want that seatbelt.
It's not unusual for Phil's audience to kind of put their pants, you know, involuntarily. That's just par for the course for his audience. You know. Chris Dank says called it a black begging t-shirt. I mean, I was like, you had like a 1 in 3 chance. You know. Phil cycles between like he cycles between like a fucking, you know, beige t-shirt, you know, and sometimes it's a fucking, you know, a maroon t-shirt or whatever, and sometimes it's a fucking black t-shirt. You have like a 1 in 3 chance of getting black today.
But then you might get an infection. Oh, the joke's on me, you're not wearing underwear, Adam. Well, then that's even worse because now you got stains in your actual pants instead of your undergarments.
Oh, why wasn't scat talk on the bingo card? God damn it.
Good day, Dr. Jedi. Hello, Lukewarm Coconut. Robert Warner says, excellent. You're doing excellent. Good. Parasolo, what's up? Wow. All right. I know we're going to get a good crowd, but, you know, that's why I'm doing a build-up, just hanging out with you guys for like 20 minutes or so before we begin.
A great crowd, Phil. You got 143 people watching at this point in time. They're fucking just bursting at the seams trying to get into your live stream. You don't need a fucking bouncer to fucking keep them all at bay.
And because if I don't do this, people will miss the beginning and complain. I told everyone roughly we're starting at noon Pacific time for actual gameplay. Okay, for the record, we'll hang out here for a little bit. We'll chat. We'll talk it up. You know, do a few shout outs or whatever before we begin with the game, and then we jump into Death Stranding 2.
A few shout outs. Hint, everyone. Hint.
4 hours of premiere gameplay. I'm actually liking the idea of skipping the formal podcast when we do something new. It gives more time for gameplay, and that way we get right to it rather than people getting upset that they have to wait for it, you know. But it's also good to do a tiny bit of a build up so that everyone knows what's going on, if anything important to cover, and it gets a little bit of hype built up, right?
Who fucking
cares? A white hot fresh new release. Well, not really, because once again they've pulled the, oh, well, first of all, the selected golden few who get advanced copies got them on Monday, and they played it on Monday, so everyone saw the game already. Then if you've spent a ton of extra money for the extra special digital deluxe edition, then you got to play it on Tuesday, so everyone already saw the game as of Tuesday. But if you're a plebeian, if you're one of these unfortunate few who's only going to buy the regular edition of the game, who does that anymore? You have to wait until Thursday. So I'm technically of the third wave of people playing Death Stranding 2. So I'm not.
I mean, you didn't need to be, Phil. You said you're so financially well off right now that you don't fucking have to worry about fucking buying new games anymore. There was nothing preventing you, Phil, from fucking investing in this fucking game so you could give it to your audience earlier. You made an active choice not to do that.
Going to get any really of that day one hype or views, which I honestly don't care about because I don't think that it was going to be big for this game anyway, to be frank with everyone.
Fuck off, you don't care about it. You're fucking hyping up day one views with your fucking Sonic meal, you dumb bastard. Doesn't care about day one views. Shut the fuck up, you fucking lying sack of pig shit.
Of that day one hype or views, which I honestly don't care about because I don't think that it was going to be big for this game anyway, to be frank with everyone. I think that there may be an audience for it, but I don't know how big the audience will be. I can tell you when I played Death Stranding 1, within 3 streams people were bored to tears and were telling me to stop playing the game, but I actually went through the entire thing, despite the fact people told me to stop, because I really like the story. So we're going to see how this goes, and I've already told you guys up front. I'll say it again. I'm not committing to a full playthrough of this game, simply because I'm going to play games that work. I'm not going to force myself to play the entirety of this game if it ain't going to work, and I don't know if it's going to work, to be honest. It may work, it may not. We'll find out together. I'm happy to give it a shot, I'll give it a try, but I don't want to 100% be like, oh yeah, we're doing the whole thing, guys, and then people get pissed at me and are like, oh, you said you were playing it. Well, I said I was trying it. I don't know if this is going to be a full playthrough or not. Quite honestly, I don't know if people will like it as much. You know, I hope we do. I'd be more than happy to play the whole thing if we like it, but these days you just never know, and especially a game like Death Stranding 1 where most of the game was walking around and being bored with delivery of packages. Like, I don't even know what the hell he was thinking there besides he's just nuts. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane.
Burger.
The choice that he made with the first game. Like, what the heck, man? There we go. I was trying, well, still not right. I was messing with my lights on my mic, but I'll just leave them as is at this point. Cydia says, if you bought early access before, what's the big deal? Well, again, if I buy early access for a game, it's typically for a good reason, okay? Sometimes it's because time constraints. Like, I know if I play a game earlier, it'll give us more of a chance to play more of it before something else is happening. Or it's something I'm incredibly hyped for, and I legit want to play it earlier if I can. But most of the time when we've done early access, it's just been me in the butt anyway. You know, if you think like Starfield, yeah, that was really worth it, wasn't it? Like, basically, at the time everyone was normally playing the game, people who had early access were already quitting. It was that fast of a transition, you know? So I just don't see the point unless there's a real concrete reason to do it. In this case, we needed to finish both Lies of P and Onimusha 2 before we jumped into a new playthrough. So it just made sense to do this today and beat the other games first, or else we would have had these other lingering playthroughs that were unfinished.
Phil, you already have a bunch of lingering playthroughs that are unfinished. Eviga's still waiting for you to finish Sea of Stars, for God's sake.
Mozzie, how are you this morning? Good to see you.
Who
Adam's
fucking
going to pick up the game in
cares?
an hour, so he won't be here for the gameplay. It's all good. Chill with me for like a half an hour, take off at noon. That's fine. Dr. Jedi says it was good enough to make a sequel. He must know what he's doing. The thing is, he knows what he's doing, okay? He has a name recognition. Kojima can pull this off. Other people couldn't. If other people tried to do a game like Death Stranding, it probably wouldn't work. You'd have people complaining like crazy. But in this case, because it's Kojima, he has that name recognition. One of the biggest devs, most notable devs in the history, right? It's kind of like Miyamoto, Kojima. You can think of the big names, right? So
I'm not sure I buy that argument, to be honest. Like, look, you can question the gameplay elements of the first game, of the first Death Stranding or whatever, but visually, a lot of effort went into making the game look the way it fucking did, and not any game developer can do that. Like, Kojima is one of the few people that could fucking make the game. Like, he could make that happen because of, like, QAs as well, but not any game developer could have, like, done what he did. And that's what made it special. It wasn't... The gameplay aspect wasn't what made Death Stranding popular at first time, you know what I mean? It was like, as Phil said, it was a story. Phil loved the story. Phil was nuts about the story. He was so happy with how the game, you know, was... how the plot of the game unravelled. And he was so happy with it ending as well, and it answered everything he wanted answered. And that's what, you know, that's what Kojima's. Kojima's a fantastic storyteller. That's the point of, like, people obviously playing Kojima's games because they want to fucking see what story he's fucking created this time. But that doesn't mean that, like, other game developers couldn't have the same sort of gameplay aspects. You know, all these games, you know, some other game developer could make the same sort of fucking, like, I mean, other games have done that though. Other games have had you fucking do the one thing over and over again for ages to try and get to the end. Like, what's that game where you got to drive, like, for fucking 8 hours in a bus? Oregon Trail or something? I know that. I don't know if it's like, or, you know, what is that game? It's got an old game, whatever, but, I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, you know, you gotta pay attention, no. Desert Bus, Desert Bus. Oregon Trail, fuck me. But Desert Bus. Yeah, it was made as a joke game, but it's still, like, which proves that it's popular though. Like, it fucking, but people know about it though because of that. Like, people are aware of that game, and also other people fucking played it, whatever, and got to the end of it. It's like a battle of attrition, you know. But aye, Kojima's popularity is in the stories he crafts in his games. That's like one of the selling points of it, and usually as well. Like, he's like, I mean, as I said, I'm still. Okay, quick question, guys. Who remembers playing Metal Gear Solid 2 for the first time? Like, I couldn't believe what you managed to be able to fucking do and see when I played Metal Gear Solid 2. You know, I was completely blown away by the detail and, like, how it looked and how it played and the fucking fine... Like, it was stupid. The fucking attention to detail in Metal Gear Solid 2. It was just like, it was fucking light years ahead of, like, everything else, it felt like, you know? It was stupid how fucking good that game looked. It had no right to look that good on PS2. And yet it fucking did. And I was like, what the fuck, man? And I was like, your first impression of that game was like, what the hell am I looking at here? You know? Even that's what I'm saying, even Metal Gear Solid 1 on original PlayStation, or that's what I'm saying, that was incredible they managed to do that much. They managed to fucking do that much on a PlayStation for Metal Gear Solid 1, but MGS2 was just insane. What they managed to fucking do in PS2. But yeah, that's what I'm saying though, like, Kojima helps create these fucking moments with the effort he puts into these fucking games. David Dragon says, Rare FLW, Kojima's entire career is built off a single localizer who rewrote MGS1. I mean, I've heard that rumour. Oh god. It's Jade, I think.
Jumped out my underwear, tipped £1. Squeak, 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 I poop it in my depends from Jade. I pooped in my parachute size panties from Big Beefy Bitch Cat. I steal used pissed soaked underwear from Canadian Gooning Derridge.
Jesus!
There's too many references here. Get the fuck out of here, but thanks for the contribution. It goes towards the bingo prize fund, you sick wee bastard. Let's get back to the bingo, shall we?
Because of that, he can do it, you know, and good on him. Because like I said, I think he told one of the best stories in gaming I'd ever experienced in the first game. But man, the gameplay sucked. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The gameplay, every time you had to deliver a package, it was dirt boring.
Yeah, Agent 007 has, yeah, oh my god. So many people hated, yeah. So yeah, not a lot of people were happy with having to play as not Solid Snake at first when you fucking played Metal Gear Solid 2. I was like, who's this prick? Who's this weird prick doing cartwheels? You know, a lot of people are pissed off with that. I remember that, yeah. I remember that. Although I kind of think it's funny, like, they kind of leaned into that, you know, afterwards, you know. Yeah, you know, so many people fucking hated that so much, though. Oh, hell, yeah. But yeah, to be fair to Kojima, though, they kind of fucking they rolled with it. And like, Metal Gear Solid 3, they had his face as a mask. And I think one of the fucking enemies as well has his face as well. You know, someone you need to like, fucking interrogate or something. It's just kind of funny how they fucking played with it and rolled with it. You know, and just kind of, they had fun with it, you know. They understood the fucking people weren't too happy with it, but they were like, okay, fuck it, we're going to have some fun with this.
There was some gunplay, it was alright. There was some sneaking gameplay, and sometimes it was good and sometimes it was tedious, it depended. But every time you had to deliver something, it was like, wow, now I have to waste an hour of my life doing this to get to the next story portion that I'm very excited for.
Good job you have no fucking life then, Phil.
Lillian Voss says, I'm pretty into this game for a stream. It looks way too boring and weird to play, but it's cool to get high and watch like a movie. There you go. For a lot of people, maybe they wouldn't be playing this game, but you want to watch someone else do it so that you don't have to tediously do it yourself. Also, keep in mind, being an interactive streamer, right? It works better when you're doing a tedious delivery. We can sit here and talk and chill while I'm doing the tedious delivery as opposed to me doing it for myself and falling asleep. That's good. Ectoplasm Arcade says it's much more action from the start and way more interesting locations. That sounds good to me. Because the first game had a lot of barren, open world bullshit that was so boring. I'm glad to hear there's better locations. Sounds good. Game Boy, how are you this morning? It's going well, thank you for asking. JRW. Becoming a member this morning. Thank you to JRW for renewing that membership, because it looks like you've been a member for a while. You got that rose gold crown and you're renewing it manually. Thank you. That actually counts as our first contribution of the day. Thank you so much, JRW. So FYI, everybody, after a rocky first stream yesterday, because we beat Onimusha 2 so quickly, I had to change topics on the fly, so we ended up changing over to Capcom vs. SNK 2. Didn't do so well. But last night, Taxi Life did great. We had good attendance, good engagement, and good support, and everyone loved Taxi Life, so I'm very happy for that. What is this? Oh, man, stupid YouTube does this every once in a while. They want me to verify. Oh, this is dumb. All right, let's see if this works. I don't know if this is going to work.
Lol?
Hopefully this works. It worked. Okay, cool. Every once in a while, YouTube auto-forces you to re-recognize who you are to make sure that it's really you. It's weird because it doesn't do it often. It does like every few months, I've noticed. And it just did it right now during the live stream. But it was simple because I've set things up now with a whole bunch of different security precautions and things, so I can get in right away. So that was good. I didn't have to go through the long verification process like I used to have to. Anyway, yeah, Taxi Life went really well last night. So we had a great time with that, and we did hit a goal last night. So now we're at 33 out of 40 support goals hit, meaning if we can hit support goals moving forward today, tomorrow, Sunday, on Monday, we'll be doing DSP Tries at the Grillo's pickle menu from Sonic. It's the big collab that they're doing. We'll be doing it on release day, which would be awesome to do it actually on the day it releases, okay? So let's do it. Let's get it. Let's hit these goals. Thank you to everyone who's here to chill and support today. Cloud 8F says you will unlock stuff much quicker than you could in the first game in this one. That's great to hear as well. Jay Kuma says, I know this goes without saying, keep making progress, try not to get too sidetracked by any lost cargo. All right, fair enough. Good advice, I guess, for the game. Dr. Jedi says, you're the most consistent internet creator out there. You think YouTube would know that you were not an imposter. It's just an automated thing. It's like every few months, YouTube will...
So I'll tell you exactly what it is. Phil doesn't log out and shut down his computers or whatever. So he's constantly always got the browsers open and logged in. Like, he doesn't close his fucking windows. Ever. Because he's too fucking lazy to fucking set it up over and over again. So he just fucking doesn't turn anything off. And so YouTube, after a while, after several fucking weeks or whatever, they'll just fucking want to make sure that it's still a human being on the end of the fucking, on that browser. And not some fucking random bot or something.
We'll do this thing where it's like, even though you're logged in, they'll be like, hey, confirm who you are again just to be sure. But I've set stuff up to make it really streamlined, so it works easily now. Let's see here. Oh, so tonight, the late stream tonight, I realized something earlier. We were talking in chat. Tonight's late stream, not Death Stranding, because that's going to be a 4-hour gameplay stream, but the late stream tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, is going to be a really good one. I didn't realize this. Guess what? Today is the Steam Summer Sale. That's right, it started this morning. And there's insane, crazy deals on Steam. Half price, slash price, everything's on discount. And I already said that I was going to buy some DLCs for American Truck Sim. So tonight on the late stream, what we're going to do is jump into Steam, and we're going to look at the summer sale, and we're going to buy some stuff together, all right, including DLCs for Truck Sim, but also we're going to look at other games and things and see what we might want to get. We may try a couple of games. We'll see what's on there, and maybe test out a couple games to see if they could be good potential playthroughs in the future. So tonight is a chill late night stream of Steam. It's a Steam stream on the late stream. The chill stream of Steam sales, summer sale streaming. That was horrible. No, there's no racing simulator tonight. What are you talking about? No, we're not doing that. Okay. Jay Kuma says, I heard other content creators are saying there's copyright in music tied to voice audio. It's a weird choice. I hope they fix it. So what you're saying is I'm going to get all my videos claimed on this playthrough. Oh, that's another thing. That happened last night. All the Taxi Sim that I did all got claimed on YouTube because all the music in Taxi Sim is AI generated. And apparently they loaded the AI generated music into the YouTube algorithm to get claimed. So anyone who makes content with Taxi Sim and turns on, or Taxi Life, and turns on the radio loses the rights to their videos. Isn't that nice? I disputed it, but I don't think I'm going to get it. I think what's going to happen is they're going to clap back and they're going to basically say, oh, we want the 2 pennies you're making on these videos of ad revenue. We'll find out.
You want to,
so,
you
yeah,
wanted 2 pennies.
That they would put AI generated music in their...
Hold on. Let's just fucking clarify this. He is complaining about people wanting to fucking get the money for their content that Phil uploads. So he's literally fighting over 2 pennies. Like, this is what he's saying. It's like he's complaining about some automated thing, wanting Phil's 2 pennies. Like, but they have it automated, so if Phil has it as content, they didn't manually decide to fucking flag Phil's content. No. That's an automated thing. But Phil's the one who's going his fucking way to fight for those 2 fucking pennies by challenging the fucking claim. But he's going to fucking have a go at the fucking game developers for having... What the fuck? Phil, this is not a flex. This is not you dunking on some sort of game developer for them trying to fucking get what is rightfully theirs. This is just making you look more pathetic and desperate than usual. Why would you go your way for 2 fucking pennies? Let's listen to it again.
We'll find out, okay? So, yeah, pretty messed up that...
Alright, hold on, I'll go back for sorry.
Taxi Sim and turns on, or Taxi Life, and turns on the radio, loses the rights to their videos. Isn't that nice? I disputed it, but I don't think I'm going to get it. I think what's going to happen is they're going to clap back and they're going to basically say, oh, we want the 2 pennies you're making on these videos of ad revenue. We'll find out, okay? So, yeah, pretty messed up that they would put AI-generated music in their game, and then when you play their game, they claim your video like to take more money from you after the fact. But in regards to Death Stranding 2, I think what you're saying is there's dialogue that gets claimed. That's really stupid. You would hope that they will fix that, and I will probably dispute that too. In all the years I've been making content, which is 17 years that I've been making gaming content on the internet, I think there's only been maybe 4 times where I disputed a claim on YouTube and they didn't clear it up. One time back in the day was Rockstar claiming the Lost and Damned DLC for GTA 4 when it came out and it was new, and I tried to play it and they claimed it. They didn't claim it, they actually blocked it with copyright, and I disputed it, and then they reinforced it. And I was like, what a bunch of shitbags. But that was a long time ago. Usually they don't, if you like dispute it, they'll just let it sit there for 30 days and then they just release it and then you just get all your revenue. It's just late. So I guess we'll see what happens. License-free music from YouTube is exactly the same, Sidious. If you're not aware, license-free does not mean free to use forever. What it means is you don't have to pay for a license to use it in content, but then they're going to claim your content anyway, which is what happens. If you use license-free music, they will claim your video and get your ad revenue. They've done it to me before. There was
it depends on the fucking music, you know? It depends on the music, really. You know, like I can only speak from my own personal experience. Okay, I can only speak. Hold on, guys. You guys know how I fucking made a whole bunch of stupid fucking music. You know, I made a whole bunch of stupid diss tracks back in the fucking day. I made some dumb DSP diss tracks, whatever. Not one of those videos, I believe, are claimed as like, you know, oh, copyright or whatever. Let me see. What was the last one? So put it this way, the DSP Bingo intro, for example, you know the intro I play at the start of every bingo stream? That hasn't got any copyright claims on it. That hasn't got any restrictions on it. Nothing whatsoever. I could, if I wanted to monetize that, I could. Okay? What other things do we fucking have here? You know, there's a couple of songs which aren't eligible. You know, so when I made that fucking Legacy fucking one, you get me fucking showed as that. That show isn't eligible, but that's because of the music. That wasn't from YouTube's library. That music was from someone else on YouTube who made that fucking music for someone else, you know. And I just fucking yoinked it and thought, okay, I'm going to use this because I fucking want to use it. But yeah, that's no surprise though. But yeah, actually, hold on, I've got a fucking playlist here. So if I hold on, can I see the fucking playlist? So here, I can actually show you guys. Okay, hold on, 2 seconds. I can show you guys exactly what this is. Hold on, so here we go. Oh, shit. I can actually show you. So these are all. So I have a playlist of all the dumb fucking songs I fucking made about DSP. You know. So yeah, and so as you can see, everything is public. As you can see. Monetization is off because it's usual for me, but restrictions, there's no restrictions on anything apart from this one. But that's because the music wasn't from YouTube's library. But but all this other music, the music is in these videos. Okay, the music that was in Game Over was not from YouTube's library, but it is still copyright free. I got it from like some other website. So the Game Over music, that was okay to use. Like that was copyright free music, but it wasn't from YouTube's library. But most of the songs I have made on YouTube have been music that I have gotten from the YouTube music library studio. You know, I just can't put more words to it or whatever, but these are all different songs and all that shit. And obviously Goutcast, obviously I was Goutcast, I was part of a 4-person collaboration, whatever. That is obviously that's obviously nothing to do with me. That was Bob Starsky's video on his channel. But I've got it as part of his playlist as well because I'm a part of it. So there we go. But aye, it's just so I don't know what Phil's talking about. The music I used in these videos where there's no claim. I mean, if I wanted to monetize them, I could. See, if you know, this one, I could turn it on. If I want to monetize that shit, I can. I won't though because I'm, you know, well, who cares? But yeah, there's nothing stopping me from monetizing any of these fucking things because I've used YouTube's fucking music studio. You know, nothing whatsoever. Bye. But yeah, I miss making fucking diss tracks. I mean, you guys want to know something? I have one shit, you know. I did a collab before with Shinko. That was fantastic. That's one of my fucking favourite ones, doing that collab with Shinko Flair. That was fucking incredible, that fucking thing. Just like, you know, I was really happy with how that one turned out. But I mean, I have some unfinished diss tracks when it comes to like DSP, you know, and it's like, it's annoying. Like there's one collaboration. The problem with this collaboration is I've got nobody to fucking do it with. But I have an idea. So I wanted to fucking, you know, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre done Ain't Nothing But a G Thing. I want to do that with another detractor, collaborator, but call it Ain't Nothing, you know, Nothing But a Re Thing. Instead of fucking G Thing, Re, you know, for fucking Phil being Re and all that shit. So yeah. But the problem is, I don't know who the fuck to fucking do it with. You know, I'm not entirely sure who'd be up for it. You know, and I have some of it writ out, and there is actually in existence a recording of this. What I've got so far, you know, from like the very first like verse or whatever, you know. But it's just, but it's not finished yet. I need to, also, it's an unfinished project. But also, I should try to find the right person to collab with and like see if they can come up with their own lyrics or whatever, or would I need to come up with their lyrics as well, and all that jazz. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll let you guys hear what I've got done so far. I mean, if there's enough demand for it, maybe you guys can get to hear of this, you know, rare recording that no one's ever heard of before of, you know, like nothing but a refine that I've got. So I've got like the first minute or so, I've got some lyrics down from my fucking first verse anyway. I've kind of got a good idea of what I want to do for it, you know. But obviously, but the whole the song itself is a fucking collaboration back and forth. But anyway, let's get back to the bingo shot. Fucking Derek. Derek, no. Oh,
Ghost
God.
of Derek tipped £1.
No.
We all know the greatest track of all time is
No.
Baby Shark. It's like a magnet that brings in all the boys and girls from the playground.
Get the fuck out of here!
Thanks, Derek. Yeah, creepy bam.
This case where years ago, okay, it was actually Machinima Network, right? Everyone worked for Machinima Network on YouTube. We all had partnerships with Machinima. So Machinima provided this third-party service. It was like a website that had all this license-free music. They said, you're with Machinima, you get all this music, use it. So we all did. I used some of that music for a long time in various different projects and series that I did. And then later on, Machinima said, well, we're not going to pay for that service anymore. So don't worry, you can continue to use the music in your videos, but use it at your own risk. Within 1 week, everyone's videos who ever used the music got claimed, and we all lost all money on those videos moving forward. So there's an entire, like, 4 years of DSP Tries It that I don't make any money on if you watch now. I'm serious.
It feels posh, like a fucking sneak bag.
YouTube is just messed up with the way that they do things. It makes no sense at all.
Wait, Phil has only just booted the game up, apparently. According to Sonic, Phil has only just booted the game up, so we went in like 30 minutes. Well, we're behind Phil by 30 minutes. You know, so yeah. Jesus, man. So this is going to last longer than anticipated, which helps us. I'll say, the longer it goes on, the better our chances are to win bingo. You know? So, yeah. There we fucking go. Good stuff indeed.
That's right. We'll be shopping simulator tonight on Steam.
Nah. Maybe I should hide it behind an incentive of some sort. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think. What can we fucking do? How can I entice people? Like, if people want it, how do I know if people want it enough? You know, I don't know. I'll hold on. You know, it's not finished yet. That's the thing. I feel a bit weird about showing off things that are not finished and completed yet as well. So nah, maybe I'll just hold off for now. I do have a recording of it though. You know, but yeah.
Hopefully Steam will work tonight. I've heard that right now if you try to load Steam, it won't even load. So good thing we're not doing any games on Steam today.
What the fuck are you talking about? It was fine. So I was on Steam earlier on. I was playing games earlier on via Steam, and it was working perfectly fucking fine.
People are like, yeah, Steam is completely crapped out because of the summer sale. It won't even load. So hopefully it'll be better by tonight.
Release the track. Look, everyone knows the track. The track is nothing but a G thing, but just like the music. So if you've heard that 90s classic, you know what I mean? You fucking be aware of the tune. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jesus.
So here's the thing, J. Kuma. It's really not a big deal. Like J. Kuma says, check settings to see if there's anything in there that they patched in. I'm watching Rad Brad. He had voice audio muted because of it. Rad Brad had voice audio muted because he wants to make money on his videos because his videos, unbeknownst to just for some bizarre fucking reason, they still get like hundreds of thousands of views for playing gameplay.
Wait. This is massive jealousy. This is massive jealousy. Oh, he's so upset. Why does Rad Brad get hundreds of thousands of views and I don't? I'm just like him, for real. The bitter jealousy spewing forth from his wee piggy mouth is glorious.
And I'm watching Rad Brad. He had voice audio muted because of it. Rad Brad had voice audio muted because he wants to make money on his videos because his videos, unbeknownst to just for some bizarre fucking reason, they still get like hundreds of thousands of views for playing gameplay. I don't know why, because no one else really gets those views. He still does for some reason. I don't know. But he actually makes...
I guess he's entertaining for an audience. Maybe you should fucking try it sometime, Phil.
...bank on his playthroughs. So he wants to monetize it. So he would rather mute actual game dialogue to make money on his video. For me, I'm even if Death Stranding Part 2 gets 10,000 views on Part 1, the most I would make is like $15 on that video. So do I care? Not really.
Why are you disputing copyright claims about taxing fucking life or whatever? I don't care, but I'm going to dispute every claim I can anyway, because I was fucking 2 cents on my 2 cents.
Probably just let it roll. Death Stranding 2 has nudity and you need to block it. Now, when you say nudity, what do you mean? Do you mean like Norman Reedus' butt cheeks? That's fine.
Oh my god, so male nudity is encouraged on DSP Gaming, but female nudity, get the fuck out of here, fucking shut down the stream. This is a fucking Code Black situation. Cat's gonna kick the shit out of Philip for fucking having titties on stream which are not fucking, you know, male.
You mean like full frontal? Yeah, there's problems there then. I hope there's no full frontal. Adam says a more arcadey style game is Tokyo Extreme Racer. That would work for the wheel. We'll see. We'll make a sauce.
If it's multiplayer though, you're fucking dead for suggesting that.
Just dropped a 5-sub bomb.
Ian S on Kick has dropped a sub bomb. Isn't that kind of Ian S on Kick to get that money to Phil?
We'll see. We'll make a sauce. Just dropped a 5-sub bomb on Kick to start off.
Yeah, Phil said Kick finally.
Burger. Oh my god, this is getting stupid now. That's like 3 in a row of bullshit.
Oh, thank you, Omega Sauce. That's very nice of you. So nice momentum going into Death Stranding 2 today. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Thank you so much, Omega Sauce. Whoever got those, I hope you enjoy. I hope you like the font I'm using today, guys. It's a very Death Stranding-esque font.
Who fucking
very
cares?
Future tech-like font that I'm using. So hopefully you like that. X-Shooter, how are you this morning? What? Notification says I saw 28 years later. Let me tell you, terrible, terrible. Really? It's bad? You didn't like it? I haven't seen. I mean, I remember seeing.
I've not. I don't know if I want to see that or not. Oh god, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. I'm in two minds about whether I want to see it or not. Like, I loved 28 Days Later. I mean, a lot of people really fucking liked 28 Days Later. It was like a fucking. It was more successful than it should have been. You know what I mean? Like they fucking cheesed a lot of that fucking movie when they filmed it. You know, like they were filming. Like they fucking managed to fucking get away with doing some filming like with, you know, it's like, you know, they set up explosions in like London when they were not meant to, so real emergency services turned up and all that shit. It's like, what the fuck's going on? You know, like, no, it's just ridiculous. But aye, so the 28 Days Later, the original movie anyway, fantastic fucking movie. And also 28 Weeks Later was a sequel. And you had a stellar cast for 28 Weeks Later. I remember watching it, but I can't remember it, if that makes sense. I know Robert Carlyle was in it, Idris Elba as well was in it, you know what I mean? They had some decent names, you know what I mean? Decent, you know, cast for 28 Weeks Later. But for the life of me, I can't remember what happens in 28 Weeks Later, even though I know I've seen it. Like, I remember the start, how, like, they're trying to just escape, and there's a helicopter or whatever, and, like, something, you know, but I can't remember anything else. Bizarrely. But there you go. Profit with spoilers. I don't know if that's, you know, it may just be Profit just being funny. 28 years later is awesome when the guy gets his head ripped off by the Alpha in the train. Fucking Mortal Kombat. I have no idea. Oh yeah. Apart, guys, we have 50 likes, guys. Thank you for liking the stream. 50 likes. That gives us another free space, which means that as things stand, we are 3 away from a full house. So excellent stuff indeed. Good stuff. But but yeah, as I said though, if I was going to watch 28 years later, I'd probably feel better watching 28 weeks later first. I mean, I didn't know it was going to be directly related to it or not, but because I remember 28 days later vividly. I've seen that movie multiple fucking times. I really so I really remember how all that fucking shit ends. You know what I mean? But 28 weeks later, it's just gone up my fucking head. It's bizarre. I might want to remind myself and just, you know, how that movie went before I then consume 28 years later and see how it ends. I imagine it'll be the end of the fucking trilogy. I mean, I don't think it was ever meant to be a fucking trilogy in the first place, but lo and behold, it kind of ended up that way.
28 days later, a long time ago, and it was scary. Like, the fast zombies were legit scary. I remember that.
It was maybe scary, you dumb bastard.
I'm pretty sure I saw 28 weeks later, and I thought it was just okay. But I mean, this is so long ago. Those movies are old movies. So 28 years later, bastard. I wonder why do you think it's bad? I'm curious. Buckwell says I'm going to see the F1 movie right now with the moving seats. I have no idea what you just said. There's an F1 racing movie and there's moving seats.
Yeah, isn't that just the fucking movie? Is it Brad Pitt? I think Brad Pitt's in that movie. I've heard good things about that movie, to be fair. I've heard a lot of people compliment that movie and how well they portray it and all that jazz. So yeah, I've heard decent things.
Flixification says, it's so bad I couldn't tell if it was a comedy by the end. Wow. What? They turned one of the most actual scary horror franchises into a comedy? What the hell?
I mean, is it really a franchise? I don't know if I would call the 28 movies a franchise, essentially.
Adam Outlaw says there's massive zombie dongs in the new movie. Wow. So the entire body was infected and decayed, but not the dong. That's interesting. What is going on? Cydia says, if you do GTA 4 modded, will you have to disable the radio? Oh, man. It's such a tough question, honestly. Because here's the thing. I would like to leave the music on. I legit would like to leave the music on. But is that going to mute my stream? Is that going to make my stream turn off? Is that going to make it so that the videos are unwatchable? In which case, what's the point of me playing the game again if no one can watch me play it? So I honestly don't know the answer yet. I am looking currently, since you guys seem interested in GTA 4 with mods, I am researching and looking into the mods for GTA 4. It appears that there are actual 2 different graphical mod, like...
Oh, what a waste of $5 that is from James Connor. Are the moves getting too big to button your shirts? Maybe slow down the force and be able to watch you eat.
Sweets or something that you can get.
And drinking.
One was from 2020 and one was from 2021, and people argue back and forth about which one is the better graphical representation of the game in 4K. So I guess I gotta make a decision between those. There's a lot of good mods. There's a mod that actually colors the map, so it's more like GTA 5 instead of black and white like GTA 4. There's mods that make the weapons work a little better. Like, interesting stuff, and I'm working on figuring them all out. Like, which ones do I want to use if we do this?
Who
So
fucking cares?
I'll let you know. You know, if you guys are staunch that this is what you want, then we're gonna start it on Tuesday. All right, it's either gonna be that or Suikoden 2 HD. It looks like Dark Souls with mods is off the table. You guys aren't too interested in that. I'm okay with that. I guess we'll do the other stuff then. I'm fine with that. Excuse me. Oh, let's see here. Sarah Barclay has gifted a sub on Kick this morning. Thank you to Sarah. Appreciate that. That will get us up to 33 buckaroos. Very nice. What's the light theme? It's called Cyber Rain. So what it looks like, have you ever seen The Matrix and you see the crawl of the green text that kind of crawls down the screen? So it's based on that, but I changed the color scheme to be blue and like yellowish orange, like cool digital effect. So yeah, Cyber Rain. When is Suikoden 2? Don't know yet. It may be Tuesday, or it may just be the other thing if you remember when we looked at the schedule. Early July, there's nothing going on, and actually I believe it's either early to mid-August, there's nothing going on. So there's 2 time periods that would be prime time to play Suikoden 2. So either one we'll see. Princess Luna, $10 super chat says momentum.
He actually ignored the $5 super chat. Yeah, he ignored it, pretended it doesn't exist. It's just, oh my god. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Of course he is. He's super sensitive about that sort of thing, though. You know what I mean? If you point out that Phil's shirts can't butt up anymore because he's too much of a fat fucking prick, then he's going to get super sensitive about it, you know what I mean? He's like, I'm not fat, I'm just getting muscly.
Thank you, Princess Luna. Getting the super chat momentum started today.
It wasn't them that started the super chat momentum, Phil. There was one before them. You seem to have missed it because, you know, maybe you couldn't fucking see it over the rolls of fucking fat over your fucking, I don't know, but yeah, but you missed it over super chat, I'm just saying.
Thank you so much. 43 bucks of support. We didn't boot it yet. Is a good sign.
Boom.
Thank you.
Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Speaking of support, we have another free space courtesy of Dreaded End, gifting 5 memberships. Thank you very much, Dreaded End. Gifting 5 members, and congratulations to the following people for getting the membership. Congratulations to Paolo JPV, Mizzy TDR, Tony, Hot Dog Hand Grenade, and finally, a Robot Gorilla Man. We just got a membership there, and make sure you thank Dreaded End for gifting you a membership, and of course thank you Dreaded End for your support, as well as getting a free space to help us on our way to a Full House bingo card. We're only 2 away from a full house as things stand.
We got some subs, we got a membership, we got a super chat. How about a tip? Who's going to be our first tipper for today? Then we'll have it a little bit of everything, a little bit of variety, right? There you go.
Who fucking
Did I play Metroid Original Trilogy? I played Metroid 1, both on NES, and then as a classic game on emulated on Switch, right? So I played Metroid 1. I played Super Metroid. I believe that's on Switch, is it not? So we played some of that. Actually, surprisingly enough, I never played Super Metroid on SNES. It was very popular, but I never played it. So I played that on the Switch. When you say Metroid Trilogy, there's no Metroid 3, but isn't it considered, like, one of the handhelds is considered part of the...
I fucking hate it when he does that with his fucking eyes. That is awful. I hate it. I hate it so much. It just bugs the crap out of me. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's just, obviously, I don't know about anyone else. How can he do that on stream and think that's a thing that people want to see on their streams? If they're fucking tuning into a live streamer, why does he think they want to see somebody just poke their fucking eyeball?
Wasn't, when you say Metroid Trilogy, there's no Metroid 3, but isn't it considered, like, one of the handhelds is considered part of the Metroid Trilogy? So I'd never played any of the original handheld Metroids either. I played Metroid Zero Mission on the Game Boy Advance at one point, and that was really, really good. I really enjoyed that.
Who fucking cares?
So oh, that's right. I played Metroid 1. That's correct. Now I'm remembering. When Game Boy Advance came out, okay, they sold all the original NES games as games for Game Boy Advance. So I played the original Metroid on there. That's right. That's where I played original Metroid. It's actually coming back to me now. And then I liked it so much, I went back and I got Metroid Zero Mission, and I played Metroid Zero Mission.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
I know who Eris, aka Avoiding the Puddle, is, but I have absolutely no relation to the guy or any interaction with him, so I don't know why you would ask me if I know who he is. I know who he is, but I know he's a prominent guy in the Tekken community. He used to be a pro player. I don't know if he still is, and he was a content creator in the Tekken community as well. But that's the most that I know about him. Let's see here. Stormforce Gamer says, I am seven hours into Death Stranding 2 with lots of deliveries, but so far it doesn't take forever to get from point A to point B, and the story is picking up. Cool. Cabal says, Metroid 2 Return of Samus was on Game Boy. Okay, I never played that one. Never played Return of Samus. JRW did a $5 Canadian Super Chat. GameSpot gave Death Stranding 2 7. IGN gave it a 9. Where will you go after you're done with this game? What do you mean, like, what's next after this? Next new release is the Tony Hawk Collection, Tony Hawk 3 and 4, that's July 11th.
Who fucking cares?
After that, there's Donkey Kong Bonanza and the new RoboCop game. So we've got, in the middle of July, we've got a bunch of new stuff to tackle, which will probably take us through the end of July into early August. So, so thank you, JRW. I think it's about $4 American. I'll count it as 4, even though it's Canadian. Shinken25 says, would you let Jade pull up to your kitchen table and eat homemade custom-style turkey burgers with you, Cat, and Jasper?
You know, what? Wait. Why? Wait. Where did that come from? Was that on Kick? Who said that? Where was that? Where was that message? I'm trying to find. Where was that fucking message? Oh my god, how the hell? Hang on. Now, yeah, you Phil technically mentioned Jade, but Jade has to be there usually. Like, Jade has to show up for Phil to address Jade. That's why we have the button for it, you know? We can't, unless Jade shows up, we can't count that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, the whole point of us having that Jade button is for Jade to show up and Phil say hi to him. And then we get a free space cause it. It feels like this was forced, you know, like Phil was forced to say Jade because somebody said something weird.
American. I'll count it as 4, even though it's Canadian.
Let's hear that again.
Shinken25 says, would you let Jade pull up to your kitchen table and eat homemade custom-style turkey burgers with you, Cat, and Jasper? Shinken, how about this? You worry about yourself. And the answer is no, you cannot come to dinner. That's what you get. You're not invited. I got a $2.50 tip from You're Not Funny. Excuse me. If Death Stranding 2 sucks, will you make a video telling Kojima your honest review and then you should move on to another project? No. You see, I don't need to make a video review because I have a direct line to Kojima. You may not realize this. I have a phone in my house. It's actually it's a red telephone. It's an old-style telephone. You know, the old ones at the dial. And all I do is I pick it up, and it passes me right through to Kojima's song at any moment.
That's funny. Dickens, old
I can tell him my thoughts. I do this about 5 times a day about various different things, so he's kind of annoyed, but I'll just tell him right away if I like it or not.
Who fucking cares?
He stopped playing Tekken. He doesn't commentate anymore. He just streams games. There you go. What's my favorite Mario Kart game? Let's think. Well, you got original on SNES, you got 64, then you had Double Dash, right? Then it gets foggy for me because I know that there was like some that were on like portable systems. There was one on Game Boy Advance, I never played that one. There was the one on the DS, it wasn't on 3DS, it was on the original DS if I remember correctly, right? That was the first one to ever have online play. I don't remember.
People are wondering if Phil said fart. I didn't hear it personally. Hold on. He said fart first, right? What do you mean? When? Hold on, I'm listening again.
Stop playing Tekken. He doesn't commentate anymore. He just streams games. There you go. What's my favorite Mario Kart game?
Okay, I heard it that time. Yeah, okay, definitely. I definitely heard it that time.
What's my favorite Mario Kart game?
Yeah, he said fart.
Let's think. Well, you got original on SNES, you got 64, then you had Double Dash, right? Then it gets foggy for me because I know that there was like some that were on like portable systems. There was one on Game Boy Advance. I never played that one. There was the one on the DS. It wasn't on
That's a fantastic kick name. The back of my head on Kick said fart with a Leonardo DiCaprio, like, you know, emoji meme face. The back of it. That's okay. That's a Snort Burnell fan right there. It's still there at the back of my head, the back of my neck, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. That's a fantastic username.
3DS. It was on the original DS, if I remember correctly, right? That was the first one to ever have online play. I don't remember what that one was called. Then there was the one on Wii. Then there was the one on Wii U, which was 8. And then there was the current one, correct? So out of all of those, see, here's the thing. Excuse me. Here's the thing. In regard
he didn't have any friends to play it with, so he doesn't really know how to fucking answer it.
To Mario Kart 1, it's an absolute classic. It started a whole franchise. It started a whole genre because the kart racing began with Mario Kart, when you really think about it. But does it really hold up? When you play it on the hardest difficulty, it cheats. The game legit is broken and it gives infinite stars to the opponents. So you'll be racing and you'll get to first and then they'll just have a star and use it. Like, how did they get it? They just have it. What? Yeah, it's broken. It's a really broken game. Not to say that it's impossible to win, but you have to use like every shortcut and you have to use every advantage because the game actually legit cheats.
So, you know, I don't play a whole lot of these kind of games personally. I've played some in the past, I mean, you know, but I don't understand why Phil still hasn't grasped the simple concept. If you're in first for the whole race, you're inviting trouble for yourself. Phil's dead set on trying to get to first place immediately and stay there for the entire fucking time. That just fucking paints a fucking massive target on his fucking back, which invites him to fucking get hit with all these fucking, you know, items that people fucking have. He'd be a lot better off, obviously, fucking, you know, holding back and like just trying to fucking play it smart. Obviously, if you're gonna hold back, and then you got a better chance of getting fucking better fucking power-ups, and you can use them at a smart fucking time when it is right. But no, he's like, no, I'm gonna get to first place straight away and stay there. No, the game cheated, I got fucking lightning and fucking bulleted and all that shit.
It actually irks me because I feel like in regards to a game, you want it to at least be giving you a fair shake, and Mario Kart 1 legit doesn't. It actually just uses dirty tactics to win. It's still amazing. But then, you know, like maybe 64, because 64 added new abilities, way more racers, way more tracks, actual 3D to the tracks, right? Man, it's a tough question. I can't know if I can legit answer it. Marquise says, Kojima has said he's working on a new game. It's another action espionage game called Isn't. It won't be made in the next 5 years. What are your thoughts? Oh, I don't know anything about it. Hopefully it's good. You guys know me, I like horror. So I'm waiting for his horror game. He didn't even name it yet, did he? His horror game that he's making? I don't think so. Like, that's the one I'm more interested in, but we haven't heard anything about it in years. What are my expectations for Death Stranding 2? Amazing graphics, superb story, right? Great acting, voice acting, mocap. And I hope that the gameplay elements have been improved to the point that they're just not boring and tedious. The first game was incredibly boring and tedious and just a slog. So I just don't want the game to be a slog. That's all that I ask, but I don't know if Kojima can do it. I know how he is. He's stubborn. Yes, Bloober Team is remaking Silent Hill 1. This is great news because we have been talking about if they were to make another Silent Hill, which one should they make? And everyone thought they were going to make 3. And I was like, why would they remake 3? Because 3 is actually a direct sequel and continuation to the plot of 1. If they remake 3 and modern gamers have only played 2 and then 3, you would have no idea what's going on in 3. It doesn't even explain stuff. Like, you need to have played 1 to understand the plot of 3. So why not remake 1? Plus, 1 doesn't have a modern way to play it. Silent Hill 1 only was on PlayStation 2, or was it, no, PlayStation 1, right? And that was it. There was never HD ported anywhere. The only way you could play is emulated or whatever. So to redo 1 makes a lot more sense. I mean, that's going to be amazing to replay the first game now with modern graphics, modern game mechanics, voice acting, everything upped, right? That's going to be sweet. I actually cannot wait for that. Yakko Mighty says, I got bored with the first game and never went back to playing it, so I hope that this one isn't boring. I did tough through the first one. So We'll see. Hopefully this one isn't boring. I agree with you there.
I have heard some mixed opinions on how Death Stranding 2 looks. A lot of people are looking at Death Stranding 2 and like those visual shots you see of like you're standing on like some sort of like fucking like, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's like a sand dune or something like that, or it's like, you know, or some sort of cliff rock or whatever, and it's just, you see so far into the fucking world, and it's just this environment, and it just looks like it goes on forever, you know. And some people are fucking saying, oh, it looks incredible, and some people are responding to that by saying there's barely anything on the fucking screen, which is technically kind of true as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure. I'm not playing the game myself yet, so it's kind of hard to kind of like say personally myself. But a lot of people are like, some people are not convinced that the game actually looks amazing. Like up close, you can tell things look incredible. But those like far out kind of shots, there's not a huge amount of scenery there. Like this, you see, basically just this barren landscape, you know. And it's like, yeah, it's like, is it good or bad? You know what I mean? Is it very intensive on the game engine to generate that? You know what I mean? Is there a lot going on? And like, you can understand that sort of argument, to be fair.
He and Jordan Peele are working on that horror game. It's called OD. Okay. Hopefully we get more information about it soon. It sucks that we haven't had nothing about it, right? Okay, guys. First of all, thank you for the early support. Being a third of the way to the goal before we booted the game is always a huge plus. If we hit the goal today, excellent, superb. That will get us on track for DSP Tries It on Monday. If we double the goal today, even better, because that would make up for the fact that we had the messed up early stream yesterday. All right, so please support this stream if you can. All right, let's play. What we're going to do is we're going to play for about an hour, hour and a half. Then I'm going to take a break. Then we're going to play for the rest of the stream unbroken, like no more breaks, okay? There's only going to be one major break today after the first hour and a half or so, okay?
Who fucking cares?
Okay, we're going to do it. Here we go. I just so happen to have the PlayStation already on. We have to do an audio test because there's this weird thing that happens with PlayStation only. I don't know why. But when I play PS5, for some bizarre reason... I knew I had to... I was wondering if I had to adjust the camera. I have to adjust the camera. See that? Okay, let me adjust the camera. For some bizarre reason, when I play on PS5, it's actually... There we go. Now we're good, right? I'll do one more, actually. There we go. When I play on PS5, the audio desyncs. And I have absolutely no idea why it does that. But it does. It's really weird. And I haven't figured out the source of it yet. I know how to resync it. It's a momentary thing. I can fix it immediately. But I need you guys to tell me when the audio desyncs. So we're going to do an audio test before we start, just to be sure the game hasn't desynced yet.
Who fucking cares?
And if it desyncs during gameplay, please tell me in the chat. Tag me, be like, hey, Phil, you know, the audio is desynced. Please fix it. And I will fix it immediately because I don't want the playthrough to be all desynced, okay? When we play Capcom vs. SNK 2, it desynced once. So... Make sure the PS5's audio output is compatible with like stereo. Let's test that. I don't need... Well, here's the thing. If I do stereo, well, I'm not really getting surround sound with the TV anyway. That's
Who
true.
fucking cares?
Audio output.
Oh, great. Tech issues.
It's actually set to 2 channels, I think.
Menu simulator.
I never set up 3D audio. Oh, I don't want controller speaker. I'll leave it on, I guess. I don't really want it on, but... Yeah, it's set to... It seems to be set by default. See that? Like, I don't have the ability to adjust it. I think it's because I have a Sony TV. So the PS5 auto detects that you have a TV and just does it automatically. I don't have the ability to even change that. So, yeah. And this is 3D audio. The 3D audio from your TV speakers.
Boom. Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Oh, thank you very much, Sonny, for gifting 10 members to the channel, which is 2 more free spaces, which I think we've won then because of that. Yeah, we have 5 free spaces, we have 5 spaces left, so yeah, we've won bingo.
Burger.
There we go.
Full house. Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway.
As you can see, this is the bingo background picture we have for today's show. We have Phil begging to the... I'm not entirely sure what this is. Is that meant to be like the god of money? This is one of Darkside of Phil's creations. I'm not entirely sure how he worded this one. I can't remember. All I know is obviously Phil is praying to the money gods for money. And, you know, some things never change. But yeah, thank you very much for those getting memberships. And congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Hopefully Soft, Bob, Brendan Shuttler, CP Spoons. Yeah, someone's called CP fucking Spoons. Whoops.
Well, hello, everyone. Phil Burnell, letting you know about King
Shut up, Phil.
Jad's...
Shut up, Phil. Didn't mean to fucking press that. Damn it. Okay, well, sorry. I pressed, damn it, the spoons button was next to the fucking promo button. So yeah, Phil's doing his promo. I have silenced him, but he's still fucking going, so fuck it. He's I silenced the Batman. God damn it. I've seen somebody named Spoons and I forgot, where's my Spoons button? And I pressed the right fucking button. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah. So CP Spoons, Ian So Rare, Electra Buzz, KH, Sam Man 96, The Misery Merchant, and finally, Fantastic Mr. Phil. So if you all got a membership, make sure you thank Sonny for giving you a membership there, and of course thank you Sonny for not only gifting those members, thank you very much for free spaces, thank you very much for winning bingo for us as well. Very kind of you indeed to secure the victory right there. Of course that adds $10 as well to bingo prize fund, so the bingo prize fund goes up $10 more, goes to a full house on today's bingo card, so excellent stuff indeed. Now I guess we can go to like live DSP if we want and see how he's like doing. So we could do, yeah, let's do that. So Phil is wanting money. In fact, he's wanting a double goal today. Let's see how he's doing there. Live DSP. Music! Copyrighted music! We can't play that. We're going to get caught. Phil is still on $50, as you can see. YouTube won't like that copyrighted music. He's going to shut the stream down and all that jazz. So yeah, Phil's going to get in trouble there. So yeah, Phil was hoping for $300 today for playing this hype new game, which came out days ago, to try and make up for a failed day streamers today. Will he get his goal? Will he get any goals? Or will the day one AAA title stream game flop for him and see him immediately fucking drop it like a bad habit? I guess I'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up there, guys. We're done with the bad man. We're done with him. So guys, thank you very much for joining me for some DSP Bingo antics. I told you about a shorter one, obviously, because Phil wasn't going to do his normal length, like, podcast or whatever. But tomorrow, hopefully, I imagine tomorrow should be a normal length, you know, podcast and show or whatever, which means we can return to a 5x5 bingo card and see if we can end the week on a full, a proper full bingo note as well, you know. So yeah, also remember, so after bingo tomorrow, you know, after we finish playing bingo, no matter how big or small that card will be, we're going to have some marbles afterwards to enjoy. So that's good stuff indeed. Excellent stuff. So there we go. So there we go. Anyway, so yeah guys, I'm going to wrap things up there, you know. So thank you for joining me for some bingo antics today. And yeah, I hope you all had a good time. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you enjoyed your Thursday as well and all that jazz. So enjoy the rest of the day, whatever it is you end up doing, whatever. And yeah, I'll return tomorrow, Friday, for some more bingo antics. Until then, I'm going to end how it always ends, by playing notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animation. So until tomorrow, guys, have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money,
it's gone. Just gone like that.
Well, this is awkward. WPIG rated us during our fucking credits. So now a whole bunch of people were sent here right as we're ending the fucking show. But one bingo, by the way, for people just joined us. So thanks WPIG for sending people here. You could have fucking checked, yourself who I finished here first, before we're sent them our way. But yeah, so now I've got a bunch of people here I don't know what to do. I mean, I could send you guys to Raw Phil, You guys want to see Phil play a game badly on Raw Phil? Yeah, fuck it, why not? I'll send you guys to Raw Phil. Now we're all going to be mad at you, Jared. Fucking bring it, you wee like. I'm sending you to Raw Phil, you fucking like it, I know. You guys. WPIG farmed you towards me, whether you fucking liked it or no, and now I'm going to fucking send you to Raw Phil, whether you fucking like it or no. You'll take it and you'll like it, chief. How about that? It's just being passed around like meat to you streamers, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I don't want to. I feel bad being rated right as I was ending. You know what I mean? So if I got Raw Phil ain't going anywhere for the next few hours. So if you guys want to enjoy some more DSP content with our robust community, then yeah, have fun in Raw Phil stream. So yeah, I'm going to fuck off now. But yeah, if you don't like it, blame Stout.